That's the way I keep it, man. I get fly for me. I get high for me. Don't get it confused, cause you liking what you see. Don't do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be discussing the future of Gen V. Make sure to leave a like on this video, comment down below, and subscribe if you guys are new here watching for the very first time. Ladies and gentlemen, I just found out that this series called Gen V has been officially canceled after airing only 2 seasons. That's kind of sad, but in the same token, it sort of makes sense from my point of view. Now, Gen V, if you guys do not know, Gen V is a spin-off to the original predecessor series known as The Boys. Now, in Season 5 of The Boys, I hate to spoil things for you, but I'm assuming if you're watching this video, you are caught up with the series. In Season 5 of The Boys, they're establishing a virus that kills all soups everywhere. Whether you're a good soup or a bad soup, this virus is going to kill you. So, from my point of view, if that is in play, that means everybody's going to die. So, it doesn't make sense to have a spin-off where soups are going to exist, and in the main story, you know, they're all dead. Now, in the events of Gen V, we have it connecting to the main events of seasons 4 and 5 of The Boys. So if they're connecting, it makes sense that this virus is going to be active and it's going to kill everyone, causing the series to end early. Now, there is no official statement. You know what I'm saying? There's a partial statement. They were asking for more viewers. But at the same exact time, you're asking for viewers when both series are currently active. You can literally watch both series. You know what I'm saying? Like, The Boys, it should have just aired all of its seasons, got time to breathe, you know, allowing the series to end, got time to breathe a little bit, and then you guys should have introduced a spin-off. But instead, they introduced Gen V way early in the development of The Boys. I think they introduced Gen V around season 3 of The Boys. That's super early. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand that the fate of a series has to be decided before you can start asking for spin-offs and prequels. And since we're talking about prequels, not only did they cancel Gen V, but they officially announced and confirmed that next year, in the year 2027, we're going to have the prequel series, which is called Vought Rising. Now, Vought Rising is supposed to be centered around the stories of Stormfront and Soldier Boy. So basically, we're getting the early story of how Soups became to be, and we're probably going to see the early stages of Compound V, and we're probably going to see the first 7 that was created. So this is going to be interesting. I love Soldier Boy as a character, and I would love to see all of these amazing backstories that he has. You know what I'm saying? I would love to see it. Nonetheless, to say here, there is also another series that's in early development but not officially confirmed, and it's called The Boys Mexico. So I feel like the creators of this series, they're just moving way too fast, you know? And a lot of people were pretty much excited for Gen V, you know, because this is the college version. This is the somewhat less calmed version of The Boys, you know? Obviously, you can still get pretty wild in college. I mean, I went to college and I can tell you some stories, but, you know, like the series itself, it was doing pretty well, you know, and then they started connecting to the main original predecessor series, and I'm like, okay, I can see it's gonna end very, very soon, because, yeah, it literally makes sense. You know what I'm saying? It literally makes sense. You have a virus that's going to kill all soups. It does not make sense to have an existing, you know, spin-off series that's connecting to the main storyline. Now, if the spin-off was somewhat different, maybe like in the future, that would make sense for it to still, you know, continue to basically air, because it's not connected. You know what I'm saying? But since this series is connected, it makes sense as to why it was canceled early. But like I said, they had that partial statement in which they were asking for more viewers. If we were going to introduce a third season, we're going to need more viewers. And I'm assuming that season 2 didn't get as many views as they were looking for. It is what it is, you know, but I enjoyed it. I would say my favorite character was probably Marie. And I would have loved to see her join the 7 or join a new group of superheroes that are, you know, somewhat better than the 7. I would have loved to see her and Starlight, you know, do something together. Like create a new superhero group or something. That would have been very interesting. But anyway, that's my time, y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to leave a like. Comment down below if I left out some information or if I got something wrong, and don't forget to subscribe if you guys are new here watching for the very first time.
That was totally wicked!
Matter how I do it, I just do
Tryna make my
it.
mama proud of me.
I hope my mama proud of me,
Cause I dropped college just so I could focus on a dream.
I know my mama died of me, salute me, now she down with me.
Now 2 bros going back and forth, sibling rivalry.
Who this guy gotta be? Do numbers like the lottery, the coldest every winter, every summer, nothing hot.